brothers and sisters, put your hands together for Apocalypse.
Peace. Here we go. Another day from the Deaths of Apocalypse. Dogs to God's Entertainment. With a quick word of reflection on this great getting up morning, January 24th, 2022. Man. Question. I want you to ponder this question with me. Do you see, or is there a divine purpose attached to your life? That's a good question. You know, we're taught in the teachings of the Most Honorable Elijah Muhammad under the perfect guidance of the Honorable Minister Louis Farrakhan that we're direct descendants of God, Allah. You know? So in the Quran teaches us that we're created complete yet incomplete. You know, he measures, then he guides. You know what I mean? And so I often ponder the question, well, I don't ponder the question anymore. I'm just asking it so that you could reflect with me. Is there a divine purpose attached to your life? Personally, I believe that it is. Yours and mine. Otherwise, we would not have been called into existence. Now, called into existence. You know what I mean? That's one way to look at it. Let's let that process, because that's a reality. And then when the physical act took place, then each one of us had a part to play as worthless water, but being divinely guided by Allah, you know. And so here we are. It's one thing to walk around each day and to not consider that there's a divine purpose attached to your life, you know. And as I reflect on a time where I had no knowledge of that, that's a hell of a condition. I mean, straight up hell, like hell on earth, hell on earth of a condition, you know. As I reflect, to go into studious momentum with self and look at my own life without the knowledge of the fact that there's a divine purpose attached to my life. That's a living hell, especially in a world that's controlled by Allah's permission by Satan, because the whole aim and the desire and work of Satan is to deceive the whole world away from Allah and the divine purpose of each one of our lives. So, just a little something to consider today. You know, let's get back to ourselves. And that's something to process too, because back to ourselves is back to our essence, is back to a divine presence, back to the acknowledgement of the presence of Allah within us, working to use us to serve his divine purpose for our lives. You know, I look at the Honorable Minister Louis Farrakhan because he's the perfect example of grabbing purpose, just embracing purpose, and then moving out on purpose. And you see, as far back as you want to look, you see the evolution in his purpose. And guess what? He's calling us all to our purpose, to follow in that in the direction of embracing our purpose, so that we can justify our living, so that we can feel better about our lives. You know what I'm saying? So that we don't have to get caught up into the 20% of the brain, the limbic system, where it's all of the emotions and you know what I mean, that seem to control our lives. Study guide 18, rising above emotion to the thinking of God, because the Omniscience Farrakhan points at that aspect of the brain to give us a clear understanding, of how emotions move us and the need for us to rise above them, so that we could think rationally and mathematically, so that our Islam become our mathematics, our mathematics become our Islam, and it'll stand true, that we can always prove that no limit of time, and we can learn to use it to secure benefit while we live, and that is luxury, money, good home, friendship, and all walks of life, and then we can sit ourselves in heaven at once, which is the greatest desire of our brother teacher. That's our word today for the Death of Apocalypse. Look, I'm looking forward to the Plug Room interview later on. So more about that, look out for it. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. MC Slay Stone, you dig? Hey, enjoy your day.